Hello and welcome back. I'm Anna Diamond and it is day number 65 on the progression, and my note for my attention today that I need to think back for my accountability over the past few years to hold myself accountable is bad company. Okay, when we encounter it, move on. Just keep going and don't look back, not left nor right, just keep on going. And if you need to have a new community around you, new friends, take a good long hard look at the kind of people they are. Go to places where you have a common interest with them, and from there discern what is good, what you're comfortable, what is not. And remember, if you receive invitations and people are gracious to you, restore the favor, return the favor, so that you can find a compatibility, and possibly if they should be the kind of people who should be your friends. Cultivate your friends, encourage your friends, and if you are going through a dramatic life change, whether it be through personal loss or needing to break away from some negative habit, have a current friend or a group of friends hold you accountable and track your progression and whom you are accountable for progression. You can mention what you want to achieve, and then once you've achieved it or on your path to achieving it, your friends do hold you accountable with grace and love and kindness. And then you need to, if you're in a new environment, find new friendships, develop them. Finding and developing are similar, they're partners, but when you find them, it's just not okay. You need to develop them, cultivate them, encourage them, just as you would want to receive the same. If you're stronger than them in certain areas, that's something for you to bless them with, as they can bless you with their strengths. And then we are to grow in grace. And then I just had some more thoughts on the back of my little note, and they will be in the post section in a day or two after this has been shared. So tomorrow I will share this, and you can read the front and the back more leisurely. So consider each of your friends as a brick that should and must add to the stability of your foundation of who you are functioning to be. And that may sound selfish, like you're just taking and looking for super strong people to make you feel secure about life. Sure, I'm asking you to do that. However, make sure you are able to do the same, to give back to them, to strengthen them along the way as well. You must give to them in strength of character what they are giving to you and what you're expecting and hoping for from them. And then there again, should broken friendships, broken vessels, broken people who've been our friends in the past and come and inquire about friendship with us ongoing, should we cast them aside? That is a very challenging question. A few weeks ago I did a sharing on kintsugi, the Japanese art of repairing things and making them objects of beauty, so beauty from brokenness. And I think if you're able to go back and look at that, or maybe you'll find some encouragement. No, you don't always have to walk away from broken friends or broken relationships and never ever go back to them. If one or two or three or the community changes dramatically, or if one person from that changes and grows dramatically, and there is beauty in the brokenness there once evidence, of course you embrace them, of course you welcome them back, because they've got something to offer you in their fortitude, in their strength of character, that you may need in continuing in your own growth. Okay, it is the 22nd of July, so Proverbs 22, and the verse is 24 and 25. Make no friendship with a man given to anger, nor go with a wrathful man, lest you learn his ways and entangle yourself in a snare. Isn't that really what I've just been sharing with you? By the way, I shared that. I came up with the theme of today's discussion before I read the chapter in Proverbs, and I was just amazed how that jumped up out at me, and I thought how much it applies to today, so I kept going with it. So basically what it means is absolutely do not ever befriend someone who is prone to anger. it means keep company with them, hang out with them, befriend them, socialize them. I did look at the Hebrew and did a dive into the book, so I found out what the English word and what the Hebrew meant, etc. So that's why I'm just expanding it for you for your own edification and understanding. And then so you must not hang out basically, or befriend, or cultivate, or be around people who are always angry, because that will rub off on you after a period of time. And when you analyze the word anger, it's people who are displeased, ongoing. It's their character. They evidence it all the time. They're irritable. They're easily not satisfied. They are easily provoked. They're lacking understanding and patience. That's why they get to become angry. They have no restraint in expressing their dissatisfaction. It's from the overflow of the heart a mouth speaks. They just keep going and going. There's no restraint in their anger, which goes to show a deeply troubled psyche. So be wise and wary in the choice of your friends. It is so important. When you, going back to the application which I've been sharing for a short while now, in an environment where I ended up in a very difficult situation, and I had to step back and just walk away and not return to that community ever because of the nastiness of it. Had I followed my gut feeling in the beginning, when I observed the primary person in that group, he was angry. He used to speak of others with dissatisfaction. He used to criticize them. Now, why did he do that? If he was disappointed in them, dissatisfied with them, he criticized them. He failed to be complimentary, other than in ways that would only make himself look good, that he is the reason for any good that those people may have exemplified in their existence, in the work that they were trying to do. He was just an angry man. Now, had I paid attention to this verse way back in the start and not got involved with that kind of a person, who then, as much as he was critical of them and dissatisfied with them, they were of him. It was just a merry-go-round of bad-tempered people, and yet if they weren't willing to examine their hearts or acknowledge it to themselves, and how sad that was. What a horrible mess it ended up to be for me. And why am I sharing this? I've said it before. Is it that I'm struggling to get over what occurred way back then? No, not at all. Today I'm thankful I have no involvement with them. I would not have liked to have had an ongoing relationship with them or tried to build something when all they had was anger, and anger at me, that I wasn't satisfying their demands and satisfying their anger and feeding into it more, and then putting other people into the same difficult situation I was in. They demanded to see things and for me to evidence things, and when I said that wasn't ethical, boy, did they get even madder. And no, if we are at the right times stepping back, and we continue to step back, and we make sure that those boundaries that separate us remain for our protection, maybe others will see that and learn that they too can make those kind of stands in their own life for their own protection, their own mental, emotional, and essentially spiritual well-being. Anyway, well, I hope that is edifying to at least one or two or three or four or maybe more of you, and I will be back tomorrow to share some more. Until then, take care and God bless. Bye-bye for now.